MajorSlackVideos.
Hey, welcome back to MajorSlackVideos, your first stop for easy Elden Ring gameplay. You don't need to get good, you just need to get slack. And we're continuing our mission to buff up Lutel the Headless. Next is getting her up to +4, and for this we're going to need a Ghost Glovered 4. A Ghost Glovered 4 can be found in the location that we've already been to, Minor Erdtree Catacombs. But in practice runs I noticed that we're running a little short when it comes to refilling our health flask. So for this we're going to need a couple of sacred tears. Let's go collect a couple of sacred tears so that when we refill our health flask it goes all the way to the top instead of falling short. And something else I should have done a long time ago is gotten the recipe for exalted flesh. We have some exalted flesh that we got for free, but we can also craft it, and this boosts your physical attack by 20%. I think it boosts all attacks actually. At any rate, it's gonna, since Rock Sling is a physical attack, we're gonna get a bonus from that, so it's gonna help with that and any melee attacks. So yeah, it will require Arteria Leaf. We have a bunch of Arteria. We have the ingredients, we just don't have the recipe. Let's get that right now. This can be found at the merchant in Mistwood. Here's Mistwood Ruins. Here's the nomadic merchant. Closest site of grace is Fort Height. Let's go there now. Let's put a beacon there and ride on down. I absolutely love this game. I love how deep and complex it is. I'm learning new things every day. It's insane. It seems like the developers have a real kind of like a practical joker sense of humor. They give you the solution to a lot of problems right in plain sight. They hide it in plain sight.
Ah, hello. How nice, please.
Okay, this is what we want here. We have some disposable income, so this is what we want. Armorer's Cookbook 3. As you can see, it allows us to make exalted flesh, so buy that. This we can maybe buy later, but for now, that's all we want. Next is a few items I want from Brother Corhin at the round table. He's going to be moving. Not that he's hard to find. He's easy to find in his new location in Altus Plateau, which is, you know, our new stomping grounds. But let's buy a few key spells off him now anyways.
Ah, I had been waiting for your return. I've decided to leave the round table hold.
You don't say.
I'm off in search of a noble scholar known as the Gold Mask, to beg his instruction. We may not meet again for some time. If there's any incantations you wish to learn, now's the moment.
Okay, where we are going. The Minor Erdtree Catacombs. There's going to be these slimy things on the ground. They're really disgusting. They can be easily killed with Flame Sling. And Flame Sling is a good spell to have anyway, so buy this. And definitely buy this magic fortification. Okay, that'll bump up your magic resistance. That's going to be good for the boss fight that we're going to do in there. And I personally want to buy these two healing spells and the rejection spell just for my own, like, out of my own curiosity. That's not... Oh, buy this too. This is not something that's part of the walkthrough, but I'm going to buy these anyways. Okay. Because I have no fear of spending money. You might want to do that too. You know, why not? These two I'm not really interested in, and this pretty much sucks. This is really only good at close range, and if you're going to be at close range, just use your sword, you know? I mean, why not? So yeah, that's all I want. So spend your money and get those key spells. And let's hook up some of these before I forget. we're going to lose Pebble, we're going to lose Glintstone Shard, and we're going to hook up Flame Sling and hook up Magic Fortification. Very good. Alright. And those incantations can be cast using your finger seal or your claw seal. Everyone has a claw mark seal. So don't forget, these are incantations. You can't use your meteorite staff. You have to use your claw seal. Right? That's that. Next. The next sacred tier that we are going to go get is in the Altus Plateau way up here. So everybody go to the Altus Plateau, Site of Grace. Alright? And we'll kick off from there. That's something else too, I just remembered. We can make invigorating cured meat and invigorating white cured meat. This will help with robustness, and that's something that we're going to need to buff up in what we're about to face next. But we're missing Golden Roa, and I know exactly where to farm some Golden Roa. It's right near here. Okay, so we're playing as a prisoner. We took the Dectus Lift method of getting to the Altus Plateau. If you watch my Samurai walkthrough, there's another method of getting to the Altus Plateau, taking the ravine, working your way through the mines, and then you get dropped off at this location right here. And if those of you who watch my Samurai walkthrough, you come out into the Altus Plateau here, and then you go up this path here, and a dragon comes flying down, and there's a Site of Grace right here, and right around this area here is a good place to farm Golden Roa. So from here, from our current location, we just have to ride north to this Site of Grace right about here. Right up there. What's this? Lightning proof dried liver. Huh. Had no idea that was there. Alright, did I box myself in? Is this a safe drop down? Maybe down over here. Yeah, this looks like a safe drop down. And here's the Site of Grace. Next. We're just going to go up and around the corner and down the ravine a little bit. There should be some Golden Roa on the way, right there. Don't go too far down the ravine because you'll spawn the dragon. Here's some right here. Come on, game, cooperate. I know you're Golden Roa. Don't. Here we go. I'm not Golden Roa. Yes, you are. Quit pretending like you're not. Okay, so that should be enough to farm one invigorating. I forget the difference. I think one of them lasts longer. Okay, I'll look that up as soon as I finish the video, and I'll post a little note. Thanks for all the information, game. They both have the exact same description. Okay, let's go for this one. Next, we are going to make our way to the Second Church of America. Strike that. Yeah, I forgot to do this one. Okay, yeah, we're going to do the Second Church of America first. Oh, golden seed over here. Grab that. Here in the Altus Plateau, Second Church America can be found right here. This little rectangular structure right there. There's also a site of grace right here. Let's use this as a jumping off point. So look for the fork in the road and this little rocky, well, that's what it is when you get there. So put a beacon there and let's go there. And all this, of course, don't forget, is basically getting buffed enough to deal with the royal capital. One major acquisition we're going to make is the Mad Pumpkin Head Spirit Ashes. Either be at the end of this video or at the beginning of the next video. Alright, so we've activated that site. That's this absolutely great acquisition. Because we activated that site of grace, let's push north to the Second Church of America. Either the second or the fourth. At any rate, it's a church and it's got a sacred tear that we haven't collected yet. And this should be a safe drop down. And this should also be a safe drop down. And that looks like some more golden roa. And even some more golden roa. And get those butterflies there. Very good. Get some Altus Bloom. Alright, shields up, Scotty. Could be some rotten strays around here. Basically use guard counter on them, or if you're at a distance you can use the comet spell. Get some, you mangy mutt. You too. Alright, just took out those guys. Get on your best robustness gear, because there's actually an invasion that's going to happen when we get in there. See, in here is the Hunter Yura. He's injured. Once you talk to him, there's going to be an invasion by Violet Bloody Fingers or something like that. She's a pretty tough hombre. And as with all invasions of that sort, they inflict bleed damage. Your best protection against bleed damage is robustness. So, with the exception of the headgear, which we want to keep on to buff up our intelligence by 6, our best robustness gear, your mileage may vary. Everybody should have I believe the Perfumer's Traveling Garb. Just hover over each one and see which one has the highest robustness stat. Okay, so that's 49, 61. That's pretty good. Many of you should have this from going to the ATM and farming runes, Vulgar Militia Armor. 68. Everyone should have this. 81. That's pretty damn good. Can anything be 81? 95. See, I'm lucky enough to have this. If you don't have this, go for the Exile Armor. If you don't have this, go for the Chain Armor. Anyways, you know what to do. Hover over each one. I'm going to go for this one. I think Carrion Knight Gauntlets is the best one for me. And as for leggings, it's the Godric Soldier Greaves. Now this is going to put me in heavy load. So I'm going to have to take off some things here. Don't need that. We just need the sword. That's it. Now let me just reconfigure my talismans here. I want this here. And the Graven School Talisman. And the Radagon Icon. Okay, that's for increasing the power of our sorceries, and that's for shortening the spell cast time. Thusly equipped. Two-hand your sword. And we're going to prepare by making... equipping this. Physical attack. I'm not sure this is going to... I'm going to chance it. At any rate, we can craft some more. Let's do that right now. Let's craft some exalted flesh. And let's put the invigorating cured white meat that we just made. There. Okay, so here's the dealio. Make sure your FP flask is full. We're going to go talk to this dude right here. He's going to expire. Then, down at the end, the invasion is going to happen. So we're going to take our invigorating cured white meat. We're going to take our exalted flesh. And we're just going to spam the Gravitas skill over and over again. And that should do her in. No problem. Alright, that's the plan. Let's do it.
Eleanora. It seems I am no match for you. But I've learned a thing or two myself. You see, I've sliced the finger off. Please. Please. Eleanora. Yield to the cesspool no longer. Do not stain the immaculacy of your sword. Your flesh. Your fire.
Alright, face the statue, rather. Take your goodies. Get near here. Wait for it to spawn, and start spamming. Got her. And that's how you do it. And for this we get the Purifying Crystal tier, which is going to help us in the Moog boss fight. And we get Eleanor's Pole Blade, which we can't use because we don't have enough arcane. But here also is the Sacred tier, which we came for. And off this guy here, you can get the Nagakiba. This is actually pretty decent. Okay, so just show you the weaponry. We can't use this because it requires 19 arcane. But this we can play around with. The Nagakiba. This is insane. Check out the skill on it. Isn't that an insane reach? Check this out. Yeah, he goes flying across the room. It's nuts. Yeah, that's a great piece of weaponry. Look how long it is. It's like it's almost taller than my boy here. Alright, so that's what you get for your efforts. And we got a Sacred tier, and this is a good place to get Blood Rose. Although there's no nearby site of grace, so it's not really a good farming location, but there are some Blood Rose you can get here. Signs of activity here. Is that some more golden raw? Indeed it is. Oh wait, what's here? Oh, human bone shard, alright. Huh. Alright, I'm good with that. Next. Everybody go all the way down to the Isolated Merchant in the southwest corner of the Weeping Peninsula. Okay, Isolated Merchant. Let's apply these Sacred tiers that we collected, or the one that we collected so far. Flask, increase amount. There we go. Done and done. So now when we use our health flask, it will refill more health. Let's go get another one. This could be found at the Fourth Church of America, if I recall correctly, which is right there. And just almost due north of this guy here. Let's put a beacon there. And let's go get it. Maybe play around with our new sword. Just for gets and jiggles, even though it's not upgraded. Uh-oh, watch it now. I'm fat Merlin. Oh, dude, seeing the reach on this? This is nuts. Like I said, it's not upgraded. Okay, so that's enough of that. Sorry. You guys get the gravitas treatment. Yeah, there he goes. That it's in action. Give up the brass shield. And let's stop fat rolling. We'll get rid of you. Get some. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Wonder what the moveset on that Nagikiba is like. Oh, it's pretty much the same as a katana. Alright, let's discover the site of Greece. And get this secret here. And increase amount replenished by flask. Alright, so now we're up to snuff. And just out of curiosity, how many golden seeds do I have? I think I've got 2. 3! Oh, we only need 1 more. Yeah. Alright. That's it. We are ready for Minor Erdtree Catacombs. Let me just check my notes here. We did that. We bought the incantations. For this, we're going to use start off with our best robustness gear. So everybody take off all everything except your headgear, and your best robustness gear may vary. Strike that. Your best immunity gear. Best immunity. We need to guard against scarlet rot. And it may vary. But for me, it's either... If you were lucky enough to farm one of these when you're going to the ATM farming for money, you may have come up with one of these Vulgar Militia armor. If you got one of these, this is your best immunity. He has 83 immunity. If you weren't lucky enough to get that, then go with the Perfumer's Traveling Garb. Let's see what this has. 44. No, that's no good. That's no good. This is 68. Yeah, so this is the best. This is the second best, so I'm going to go with this. Next, once again, if you're lucky enough to get some Vulgar Militia gauntlets, equip those. If not, use the Traveler's Gloves. Next, for leggings, I didn't get any Vulgar Militia leggings, so I'm going to go with the Traveler's Slops, which gives me 137, 129, 119, 123, 120. Yeah, that's my best. Right, your mileage may vary. Check that out. Anyways, put on your best immunity gear. And we're going to want definitely the shield. And the claw mark seal in the left hand. And the meteorite staff. Strike that the claw heel in the right hand, meteorite staff in the left. Alright, so we're going to be dealing with these skeletal slime creatures. You can use, if you don't want to use up your ingredients, if you don't like farming, because the best weapon to use against those guys is fire pots. You're going to get the most mileage, most bang for your buck out of these guys. But if you don't like farming for mushrooms and smoldering butterfly, use the flame sling spell. I'm going to go for fire pots. Anyways, I'll demonstrate a number of different methods of taking down those guys. These absolutely disgusting slime thingy slug creatures on the ground. And here I want to put rainbow stones for now. Okay. Thusly equipped, let's make our way to Minor Earthtree Catacombs. Right up here at the northwest side of Dragon Barrel. Spell-proof dried liver too. We can make that. We have Roa fruit. Yeah, everybody make sure you have at least one spell-proof dried liver. If you don't, you're gonna have to farm Roa fruit, beast liver, and glintstone firefly. Alright? So, we are here to get a really kick-ass Spirit Ash, the Mad Pumpkinhead Spirit Ash, and we're here to get Ghost Glovewort 4 and Great Glovewort 4 and 5. Alright, that's coming up next video. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you thought this was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, post a comment, stuff like that there, and I'll see you next time for some more Elden Ring. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes. Alright? Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.